rationale. In mid-2015, transportation network companies that use online-based applications to connect drivers and customers using personal and non-commercial vehicles for ride-sharing have risen to popularization. The rationale mainly talks about the government's concern on the safety of customers using these TNCs, such as Uber, in which the researchers have taken an interest on for this study. The study will gather information for everyone to be provided with the risks and advantages between these modes of transportation. It will also prove or disprove the claims of government on safety. The main objective of this research study is to identify whether transportation network companies, TNCs, provide a higher degree of safety to customers as compared to conventional taxis. This study will benefit consumers who use TNCs and conventional taxis, since this will give them statistics and theories that could support the outcome whether TNCs or conventional taxis are safer for the customers.
Lit Review. The study is a comparative analysis between TNCs and conventional taxis, which will provide an accurate variation between the two modes of transportation in terms of the factors of their safety. TNCs are privately owned, have online receipts and financial tracking through the app, and uses the GPS to further guide users to their destination. On the other hand, taxis are registered properly under the LTFRB, only uses cash, and accommodates all kinds of customers, whoever hails one. TNCs aim to balance the incurred cost of ownership and operations by sharing and allocating resources instead of gaining profit, which happens in a sharing economy. Another term in our research is customer safety, which is about protecting the basic needs, rights, and experiences of the customers. To determine whether TNCs or the conventional taxis are deemed safer by the customers, the three tests, hypothesis testing, multiple regression analysis, and Pearson's correlation will be utilized. The greater the relationship of each 5 service quality dimensions within the mode of transportation, the more it is deemed safer by the customers and users.
Research hypothesis. The researchers want to test how significant and related the 5 service quality dimensions, namely reliability, assurance, empathy, tangibles, and responsiveness, are to the dependent variable, customer safety. The null hypothesis of the research states that there is no significant relationship between the 5 service quality dimensions to customer safety for both transportation network companies and conventional taxis. The alternative hypothesis states that there is a significant relationship between the 5 service quality dimensions and customer safety for both TNCs and conventional taxis.
A sample size of 247 students was determined by the Sloven's formula. After the distribution and collection of the survey, Pearson's correlation and multiple regression analysis will be used to determine whether there is a relationship between the dependent and independent variables.
Variables. For our independent variables, we will use the 5 service quality dimensions, which are as follows: service, access, availability, time, and environment. For our dependent variable, we have customer safety. Measures. The researchers will focus on the perception of safety of customers through questionnaires modeled after the SERVQUAL method paired with a 5-point Richter scale. The hypothesis testing will be used to measure if the independent variable have a significant relationship with the dependent variable. Multiple regression analysis will measure how the independent variables will affect the dependent variable and will also show how close or far it affects the variables. Pearson's correlation will be used to determine the strength of the relationship of the independent variables and the dependent variables. Statistics. The probability sampling method will be used since the selection of participants is mainly to represent a certain characteristic for the study. Simple random sampling is used since the researchers are looking for grade 11 and grade 12 students that have used both Uber and conventional taxis.
Information will not be disclosed to anyone, but the researchers will be within the aspects of confidentiality. The researchers will make sure that no harm will happen to our research participants.
As aspiring business people, we acknowledge that customer satisfaction has a great impact on the company's sustainability. Applying this knowledge to the lucrative transportation industry creates a study that will further develop the business. Moreover, this study could also pave the way to similarly structured studies that can be applied in different industries, furthering business as an entire field and aiding us, aspiring business people, to become more efficient in our jobs.